Girl, that's not how you do it. A woman in Bangkok, Thailand learned not to wear her makeup in a moving taxi the hard way after the vehicle slammed into a truck. The unnamed woman in her 20s was applying eyeliner in a slow-moving traffic jam in the Bangkok area. And suddenly, the driver crashed into a pickup truck in front of them, and the impact was so strong that it forced the eyeliner pencil into her left eye socket. That's not gonna look pretty. Paramedics came quickly, and luckily the pencil missed the vital parts of her eye, and her sight will be unaffected. Whew. The woman was taken to the hospital, where doctors were able to remove the pencil without further injuring the woman's eye. Well, girlfriends, this story should serve as a warning for some of you who do your makeup in a moving car, because accidents can happen. Maybe it's better to put it on before you leave the house? Keep watching for more makeup stories.
French YouTube star encourages young fans to burn themselves. With great power comes great responsibility. A famous saying known around the world, but one that sadly apparently never made its way to the part of France where YouTuber Marie Lopez, aka Enjoy Phoenix, lives. Despite amassing a legion of francophone and international teens and tweens as followers, Marie nonetheless thought it'd be a good idea to recommend the impressionable youngsters rub an allergenic spice all over their faces, a suggestion that, unsurprisingly, came with some unwanted side effects. Among Lopez's 4 natural homemade face cream recipes in a video all about DIY face masks was one made of just cinnamon and honey. Yup, citing its apparent antioxidant and regenerative characteristics, the 20-year-old last week recommended her nearly 2 million subscribers cover their faces in cinnamon. That's right, cinnamon. A spice French dermatologist, reacting to Enjoy Phoenix's dumb advice, told local press was harmful to the skin and may cause allergic reactions in some. And they were right. A bunch of Phoenix's fans didn't enjoy her recommendation and reported getting burned by the cinnamon. Oops. For her part, Lopez isn't taking a Harry Truman-esque buck stops here approach and admitting the error of her ways and promising to do better by her adolescent fans in the future. Nope. Her lengthy Facebook post, responding to the mini controversy, turned most of the expected mea culpas into thea culpas, and saw her partially explaining to fans who might have been burned that they should have tested the mask on their skin before fully applying it. Yep, it's all their fault.
Kim Kardashian fan spends $200,000 trying to look like her. Meet Jordan James Park, a 23-year-old London-based makeup artist who wants to look just like Kim Kardashian. In fact, he's undergone more than 50 cosmetic procedures and spent more than a whopping $200,000 US to get those perfectly pouty lips. Kim isn't the only star with pouty lips, but according to Park, her lips are perfect. Among the 50-odd cosmetic procedures, Park has undergone Botox injections, lip and cheek fillers, tattooed his eyebrows, had work done on his teeth, and had laser hair removal, just to name a few. Park says he fell in love with Kim after watching an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and that everything about her is just perfect. Of all the things he's changed about himself to resemble his idol, Park says he's most proud of his lips. So, would you mistake him for Kim Kardashian's twin?
The French think their president is crap. French President Emmanuel Macron was elected in May amidst a tide of hope and oui, oui, oui. But that tide of oui quickly turned to its English-sounding variation. According to a recent poll, 57% of French people think that Macron, known as Jupiter in France, is performing rather Pepe Le Pew. And it more or less boils down to the fact that he's made it rain on his makeup artist. Which is ironic because many had quipped at his dashing looks versus the age of his 64-year-old wife. He's 39. How much did he spend exactly? Over 30 frickin' grand! And we agree with the French voters. That's a lot of crap. French authorities said the bill covered the makeup artist's travels to press conferences and trips abroad. But maybe it's all a cover-up and his wife really isn't actually the golden oldie. Maybe it's the reverse.
Homeless man slayed by Freddy Krueger killer. Some guys take horror flicks way too seriously, and for an unsuspecting homeless man in Denver, his ending was as nightmarish as the movies. Around 1 a.m. on May 23rd, 29-year-old Brian Lucero was reportedly seen outside a convenience store when a man with white clown makeup approached him. According to police, the strange man was wearing a glove with 2 to 3 inch blades on each finger, reminiscent of a certain 80s fictional serial killer. Yikes! After threatening Lucero, the oddball took a swing at him with his sharp-tipped fist and began beating him down. Lucero managed to escape momentarily, but the clown caught up to him outside a Torchy's Tacos restaurant. Lucero was found with a stab wound to the throat, which he later died from. Surveillance cameras caught his killer fleeing the scene on a scooter. Police were quick to arrest 36-year-old Christian Lee Gulzo, who was found nearby covered in blood. Gulzo claims he was only trying to retrieve his scooter from Lucero and did not realize he'd stabbed the man half to death. Yeah. Gulzo has been charged with first-degree murder.
This augmented reality app allows users to virtually apply special effects in real time. Modiface Live is an augmented reality beauty app that uses face tracking and gesture tracking technology. The app allows users to virtually apply makeup in real time and record a video of their different looks. According to Modiface founder and CEO Param Arabi, developing a makeup app was an accident.
The initial idea was for defense applications for lip reading. But as a fun thing on the side, we decided to put this a version of this for changing your lips online. But that became very popular, and it told us that there's a lot of interest in something like this.
According to Arabi, over the past 8 years, users had to upload their photos and manually define the shapes of their eyes, eyebrows, and lips by adjusting points on their photos. After 100 million photos, the system learned how to recognize these facial patterns. The app also tracks gestures such as a pouting lip or a raised eyebrow because it compares facial movements relative to each other. Based on the gesture, the app suggests different makeup applications. Someone with a critical eye may be wondering why users would even want an augmented reality app for applying makeup.
People have always been interested in trying different effects on their own photo. The selfie phenomenon of applying different things on your image has been very popular. But we believe it's even more popular when it's instant and easy to access, and when it relates to videos.
Arabi says they'll be launching a medical version of the Modiface Live app in 2016.